Hello, everybody. Here's an original audio broadcast I guess I want to talk about for once, and that is I'm getting ready to go to bed before I go to work tomorrow. But I want to share something that's actually pretty profound. Actually, kind of reminds me of a scenario that it's hard to describe. I'm gonna keep it in simple terms. Like, does being you attract haters and critics and stuff? You know what I'm saying? It's a controversial title. And I admit this, but I'm gonna keep it conservative, because I'm in a good mood today. Something conservative mode. That being said, it kind of puzzled me my whole entire life. I could never fit in, and I always feel like I could never be a part of anything. And I know that they say find your niche. You know what I'm saying? Your vibe is who your tribe. Your vibe attracts your tribe, and all that. However it says nowadays, but something that's pretty profound to me is like that's being yourself. Attract haters and critics and enemies and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's a controversial title in nature, and I kind of admit this too as Martell. And why is that? I don't know why I try haters and critics and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of ironic in the music business or entertainment business and stuff like that. You always gonna attract all kind of haters and stuff. Why do we attract haters, basically? You know what I'm saying? Why do good people attract haters? It's corny. It's corny. You know what I'm saying? It's cheesy, but I'd rather be upfront with the audience than lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know me, I always try to keep it real with the audience. No matter how corny it sounds, I'm just trying to think outside the box for once, you know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for my message to kick in and all that. It's kind of conflicting. How do you actually be yourself, It feel like when you actually be yourself, your authentic, true self and all that, you get backlash, you get attacks, you get critics and enemies and all that, haters and all that. Kind of remind me of a scenario when Goku got destroyed by Cell and all that. He didn't return from Earth for like 7 years. I guess it was kind of funny. Akira Toriyama was mentioned about how Goku always attract enemies just by being himself and all that. It's kind of interesting about that. You know what I'm saying? An analogy about that. Does being you attract haters? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess that's part of the game. That's part of the territory that come with it. So you're always going to deal with people that just flat out don't like you. You know what I'm saying? And that's a conflicting, corny title, even for me. And it kind of dawns on me. It's like, why do we attract haters and critics? Some of this could be, your own family, friends. That I wouldn't call that friends. Someone, look at you with envy and all that. You know what I'm saying? And this is a reason I do stay by myself for a reason, man. Outside a few partners of mine, other than that, I just stayed to myself because it's easy getting some nonsense, you know what I'm saying? No matter how hard you try, so you can't be a people pleaser because you're going to make enemies regardless, so we all going to make enemies. They say, it's a saying I forgot because my mind is shutting down right now. But I want to say something that's pretty profound about haters and stuff, critics and stuff, And you also got to be careful not to be your own self-hater, self-critic and all that. You know what I'm saying? Even I have to learn to be mindful about these things. I'm listening to affirmations, about self-confidence, self-awareness, and stuff like that. And that kind of dawns me since I was a child. So like, I could never fit in if I wanted to. Maybe it's a True Force Lonely episode and all that. Does being you attract enemies? Attract all kind of weird people. I'm not trying to sound like I'm judgmental. I'm not sounding like I'm conceited. The worst out of people, and I'm kind of like conflicted with that because it's kind of ironic. It's like, I'm not I'm not a weirdo or, so I try to be considerate of these things, I'm not learning about, image, reputation, stuff like that. Especially I'm doing videos and blogging and vlogging. I'm not always at risk. I could be in some serious trouble because things I'm saying, doing, all that, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no such thing as freedom of speech no more. Oh boy, speaking on censorship, that. Yeah. You already know that ordeal, basically. What got me to thinking about this because You know, how do you try to be how you try to be, I would say marketable, that's correct, but how do you be relatable? Which I talked to a gentleman, I'm not going to say nigga, I'm not a rat or a traitor or anything. He's a great brother, you know, intellectual brother. But, I could give out just little details that, actually, I write a couple gentlemen from the music industry about this too. It's like, and I'm very glad we reach out to each other about this. It's actually pretty profound. How do you actually be yourself without, you know, compromising and all that, you know what I'm saying? We talk about compromises. And I struggle with this even myself. Like, we all had to compromise something, especially at, you know, go to work. You got to compromise your lifestyle, your time and all that, or school and all that. And I struggled with this for decades. What to do with your time, you know what I'm saying? Besides, I do YouTube videos is what I do. Is what I basically live to do. Do you attract enemies? Martez up.